guys. It's been a while since I filmed a video. Very inconsistent, sorry about that. But the video is gonna be on this eye look I created with the Gemini palette from Melt Cosmetics. Well, I got my hands on this and they did the restock. I'm so happy. Did a pretty simple kind of two-toned look. I used practically all the colors except for, I believe, Cupcake. That's the only color I did not use. I practically had no fallout with these, just slight, very slight fallout with the shimmer shades. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the green shade is my favorite. I feel like the other shade doesn't shine as bright, you know? I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial and let's get right into it. Okay, starting off this two-tone look, I started in the crease with the color Luna, which is like a soft brown, I would say. Yeah, soft brown. I think that's good. App description. After going in with Luna in the crease with a fluffy brush, I then took the shade Lorelei, went back into the crease with a slightly smaller blending brush, and blended that right in. I will say that all these shades blended right into each other very easily, and I had no problems with the mattes at all. I take each of these shades and build them up slowly to the opacity that I would like, but as I'm putting these in the crease, I'm making sure to follow the shape of my eye and kind of winging it out at the end, as you can see here. But this Lorelei shade is like such a nice mustardy orange color and I love it. Then, taking another smaller blending brush, I went in with the shade Polka Dot. These shade names are adorable. I really enjoy them a lot. But with Polka Dot, I am starting to deepen the crease and V out. That doesn't make sense, does it? But I'm focusing it at the outer V of my eyelid and winging it out, cat-like, feline-like, you know? Very sultry and sexy. I want to smoke this look out a lot, guys, just letting you know. And as I'm adding each shade, I am going back in with the first brush I used on the crease shade Luna to just blend everything out seamlessly and make sure there's no harsh lines. Everything looks, you know, blended and melded together like a big melting pot of gorgeousness. But after adding in Polka Dot to my heart's content, I then, to deepen it even more, I go in with the black shade Bonnie. And let me tell you guys, this shade is pigmented. So pigmented. It's crazy. I would definitely advise going in with this very small amount and just build it up. But yeah, I took a pencil brush to place it in my crease, and then I took all my fluffy brushes and blending brushes and just made sure everything was blended, you know? I'm not very good at explaining what I'm doing, but you guys can see on screen, right? I'm just smoking it out, making it very deep in that outer corner. And let me tell you guys, I haven't done like a really dark smoky eye in a while, and I really enjoyed this look. Like by the end, you'll see, I have a lot of reactions throughout this video as I was editing it and cutting down the clips. I was just like, what is that face? What are you doing, child? And then for the lid, I went in with Golds, which I gotta say is my favorite color out of this whole entire palette. It's the shimmery green shade, and it's like the perfect green. It looks like the perfect green for like Envy, or you know, like Poison Ivy. Like she's one of my favorite characters in Batman. But I love this green, and I bought this palette just for the greens, so I'm so happy I'm satisfied with this color. Oh, but I will say, these shimmer shades had very slight fallout. Like there was some like glitter particles that flew away, fluttered lightly down to my lower lid, but you know, it was okay. It wasn't extreme, so I could live with it. But yeah, moving on to the lower lash line, I just basically repeat whatever I did on my crease to my lower lash line. So starting with Luna, I took the big fluffy brush and I smoked it out. But after I went in with the fluffy brush and smoked out the lower lash line with Luna, I then went in with Lorelei with a smaller brush because I wanted this more defined and closer to the lash line with each deeper shade that I used. So yeah, after I went in with Lorelei, I then went back in with Polka Dot. And as the last shade, I went in with Bonnie to deepen out and like make sure it connected well with the upper lid and crease, and just like, you know, made sure I kept that cat eye look. Let me tell you, when I finished this first eye, I was so satisfied with how it looked. I really liked it. I was so proud of myself too. I'm like, look at that. It looks so pretty and blended, girl. You're working it. So moving on. I start in the crease with Mochi, which I love that name, and this shade is another, like the third. Or maybe it's like it ties with Lorelei. Like those are my other two favorite shades besides Goals. Basically the same exact steps I did on the other eye, I'm doing on this eye. And I started with Mochi in the crease. And then to deepen it, I used Fire OG in these green shades. Let me tell you, I already said this was the reason why I bought this palette and really wanted it, and you guys, I'm not disappointed. These green shades make me happy. They're beautiful. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Then I take the shade Leo to deepen the outer crease and to begin to, define that eye more. And I will say this, both my eyes have slightly a different eye shape, so I think it's okay, if your eyes aren't exactly even. I like the messy look. Grungy, smoky, messy, just, it's hot. I'll say that, it's hot. I like a messy look. I never do my hair either, so I'm all about the mess. A hot mess. And we can look like a hot mess together. But yeah, after I added in Leo to the outer V, I then went, can you guess? I went back in with Bonnie. Yep. Define the outer V with the black to deepen it and smoke it. And just, do that dark, smoky eye. And throughout this whole process, I will continue to go back and forth with the fluffy brushes to make sure everything is blending nicely. Then moving on to the lid, I do the exact same thing. And I go in with the other shimmer shade in this palette, which is Gemini. When I swatched it on my finger, I really loved how it kind of has like a duochrome kind of effect. But I was slightly disappointed in this shade because to me, it just wasn't as beaming as Goals is, and this shade was just a little lackluster for me. Moving on to lower lash line, repeating the exact same thing I did on my crease. I'm first going in with Mochi with my fluffy brush, then with increasingly, I guess, kind of smaller brushes, just to add depth and dimension, I go in with Fire OG, blending each shade in between, make sure it's all seamless. I go in with Leo, and then in the far outer bit of my lash line and outer V, I define that even more and just keep that cat eye shape. And I make sure that each side is pretty much even as my eye shapes can get. I told you they're a little off, but it doesn't need to be perfect. Who likes perfect anyway? That's no fun. I was really feeling myself at this point. I was like, girl, you did it. Look at that. Look at that. Yes, you are fierce. I feel fierce. And I did. I did, guys. And just because, as I told you earlier, I was not feeling the lid shade Gemini, I went in with my Pixie Glow Mist to see, if I could moisten it. So it would make it pop more. It did help some. And then, to complete the eyeshadow look, I went with the highlighter Fuego for my inner corner and to highlight my brow bone. And then I went off camera to do my brows and highlight and just other face stuff, and I was like, I'll link everything I used down below. This was more of an eye and lip focused video, but I'll let you guys know all the deets. And then going in with some mascara, I layered it up. I realized I forgot my brow bone. Whoops. I highlighted my inner corner, and I forgot to do my brow bone. But look, I'm doing it right now, guys. And then to set everything, I set it with a mist that I love. And I've been using practically every video, so if you guys keep up with me, you know. Then I couldn't decide which lip I wanted to use. It's also for Melt. It was either Moral. No, was it Mural? I think it was Mural. Mural or Moral? I'm really bad with names, I'm sorry. But I'll list both lip colors down below, even though I only used one. But it was 1969. Hopefully that's the right year. I'm sorry, but that's the shade I went with. And I just lined my lips first with EFF lip liner from ColourPop. And then I went right on top with the Milk Cosmetics 1969 shade, which, can I say, these orange nudes are beaut. My fave. Anything orangey, rusty, reds, burgundy, favorite, must have. But I was having fun throughout this whole tutorial. I felt really pretty. I hadn't played with makeup in a while. This was just really fun for me, guys, to just sit down and play with my new palette that I'm gonna forever keep, and I wish they would make permanent, but you know, all get what we want. After applying the lipstick, I took my lip pencil to blend it in more seamlessly. And that, guys, completes this look. So guys, I must say, this palette gets 100,000% for me. I love it so much, and I was not disappointed. I mean, I wasn't disappointed with the last palette that I got from them, so what was I expecting? This palette, perfect. The shadows are perfect. They're the shades I love. Finally have a palette with greens in it that, oh my god, I've been looking for. Blended beautifully on the eye, and I can't believe it. I'm in love with this look. I don't want to take it off my face. I'm gonna sleep in it. I'm gonna die in it. Before I die in it, you know, I'll bathe in it. And, you know, I'm just gonna go about my day-to-day life with this eye look on my face. So beautiful. Yeah, and the shade 1969, I believe. If I got it wrong, I'm sorry, but this shade from their, was it? It's one of their nude collections. I never can remember damn thing. But this color, guys, I love it. I'm not used to wearing, you know, nudes. I gave this a little whirl, and I like it. And hopefully in the future, I do want to do a melt lipstick swatch video. I mean, I've collected quite a few. I mean, they're one of my favorite lipstick formulas. I love a matte lip. Matte lip is perfect. They ain't going nowhere. I'm keep them forever. And if you guys would like, subscribe, you know, subscribe to this beautiful face right here. I promise I'm not as conceited as I am pretending to be, but I would love to have you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this look I came up with, because I sure did. It's been a while since I played with makeup, and guys, I am beyond right now. I can't even describe it. I'm in love. How many times can I say that? Probably a million. But until next time, bye, guys. Hope you guys stick around. I'd really love to have you. We can be BFFs, like the lip liner I used.